Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Beast Plays. You know, the holiday season is coming, and all the greatest games are coming out right now. And what am I playing? Marvel's Puzzle Quest, Dark Reign. Why? I don't know. Because it's so good. And it's also so dumb, and I can't stop playing it. What this is essentially is Bejeweled with a Marvel spin on it. It was available on iOS with a bunch of microtransactions. Lo and behold, I looked into it and I was like, not down with microtransactions. I don't really want to get into this. Like 2 days later, released on console for $14.99 minus the microtransactions. So now you might be saying $14.99, that's kind of steep for a puzzle match 3 game like Bejeweled. But let's take a look in here. So first of all, we have local multiplayer and online multiplayer, right? And then you go into the story mode. Now, these 5 panels right here contain so much more. So let's look at the first panel alone is Hammer. Now within Hammer, there's 5 more panels with all these other story threads. Now within these 5 panels, we have all these different missions. There's 11 missions in this one, for example. So, you know, you do the math, but there's actually quite a bit of content here for $14.99. So I bought it. I'm not saying you should, but if you enjoy it, why not? Let's jump into the current one I'm working on right now. I'll check out some of the gameplay here, and I could show you guys what's up. So we'll replay this one, and here's the roster so far that you start out with. I believe just these. I want to say I started out with everyone except for Storm and Juggernaut. I'm pretty sure. So, you know, I have my favorites. I use these guys normally. But what I like to do is pick heavier-handed characters and then put a weaker one with them to help them level up. So, as you can see, these characters actually have different stats, and they do different damage based on the different colored gems in the game. So there's actually a little bit of depth to it here. What I'm going to do is pick Iron Man, and I'm going to put my level 11 Hawkeye in there with them, and Thor. So you fight a level 35 character. It's essentially boosting the levels. You know, I'm sure you're all familiar with level boosting. Same deal. So you can add a boost or a team up in this menu. Now, when you look in there, this will make a lot more sense in a second, but I have the Juggernaut one equipped, so you collect these tokens and then you can actually use these team ups for an extra move in game. Now, you can't use the character that you're going against. You see I had some Venom ones that were locked, but we're fighting Venom, so we can't use those. Now if you go to the left, we actually have all these power infos. You can see what these moves do. Some of them stun your enemies, some of them do more damage than others, some of them create timed targets which detonate after a certain period of time. And you can go through all your characters. You can also go through your enemies' powers and see what colored gems they need to use their special moves, and then you can spend your time actually using those colored gems to stop them from being able to do their specials. So I thought that was pretty cool. Also, we have character info. You can pull that back up to check out all your stats, your powered info, all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty deep, man. I mean, you can do a lot of cool stuff, and you can also actually, I don't know. I think you can't go through that for your enemy just here, but let's get into the game. So right off the bat, we're gonna do this. It does the most damage to Venom. Now, I'm not expecting too much trouble from Venom here. He's level 35, but I have beaten him a bunch already, and I'm past that. So you know, you do have to do a bit of grinding. Actually, you have to go back and play these older levels to get your characters up to the appropriate level to defeat the higher level ones. Now, it's pretty crazy because, like, I'm finding that either the enemies are like way too easy, whereas in the beginning of the game, they started off really well balanced. Everything was great. But I'm finding now, the further I get into it, that like I'm either way too overpowered for certain ones, or like no matter what I do, they're way too powerful for me. It's becoming very, very frustrating, and I'm not expecting this really to be a perfect game. It is what it is. It's Bejeweled with a Marvel twist on it. But I mean, I'm expecting to be able to play through the game, you know, and I feel like I'm being stopped at every turn. I have to go back and like level up my characters, like, oh, sometimes up to like 5-6 levels ahead of where that enemy is to even just stand toe to toe, let alone defeat that character. So I think there are some definite balancing issues. I'm not expecting them to fix it. Honestly, it's not going to be something that gets patched probably. This game is what it is. It works, and they're probably fine with that, but it's just something I noted. But you know what? As dumb as I say this game is, there is some depth to it, like I mentioned, and it's fun. I can't stop playing. I have Uncharted, the Nathan Drake collection. I just got God of War remastered game. I have Assassin's Creed coming this Friday, and like, this is the game I'm thinking about when I'm away from my console. Is playing Marvel Puzzle Quest. I really I can't stop. It's a thing. So as you can see, you can go ahead and use your special moves once you've collected the appropriate amount of that gem. So you're gonna want to use those first most of the time because you get an extra move. So if you go ahead, like say I go ahead and match this green tile down here and I match 3, your turn's over. But you can go in and actually use your special moves on any of your characters, and then you can also match 3. So we can hit him with this, and if he survives, which he did, we can actually go ahead and use our other special moves. Pretty devastating right there. And then we can go ahead and finish him off by matching 3. Well, not finish him off, but finish our turn off by matching 3. So there is some strategy. You know, there's some definite strategy up there. There's no doubt about that. And it's cool. It's more than just match 3, which I appreciate. But I appreciate a lot more if it wasn't so unbalanced. Which we will see. I'm going to play one more after this, and you will see what I mean. How smoothly this one went, and how difficult it becomes. I also find that the enemies get like 8 matches in a row no matter what they do. I find that very, very frustrating. Some of our attacks a little weaker, obviously, because I have Hawkeye on the team here, and he's very low level compared to my other characters. So it doesn't always go in that vein. Should do the trick right here. And that's it. And as you can see, we'll get leveled up. Hawkeye should get a nice little boost out of that. Yeah, got 2.5 levels just from being on the roster there. So that's good. And then you do get rewarded with comic book covers, so extra moves you can use if you don't have them. So now we go over to this side, right? And it shouldn't be too hard. 1 level 25 and 2 15s, but it's devastatingly difficult. These guys have these, I've tried every different strategy. I've tried moving around targets, which you can see you can do in a minute. And it really just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. You have to be like way ahead of them to do any kind of damage for some reason. And they're not that high of level. They're not that high level of difficulty. So as you can see, I switch over. I look at my enemy's powers. I see this guy's got a Tommy gun, so I want to go back to him and take him out first. And I spend a lot of my time using the blue gems, so he can't use that Tommy gun. And he is the highest level defense, so I try to take out the biggest guy first. Problem with that is no matter what I do, these guys somehow get the advantage on me. And they get match after match after match no matter what I do. It's so frustrating. And it's almost breaking the game for me in a sense. And I'm really starting to get kind of pissed off. I try all the time to like... I just tried so many different strategies now. But these time targets right here, you can see there's a 5 on it. That means I have to destroy that within 5 turns or it'll go off and he can use that his gun, which will do massive damage to me. And it always does, doesn't it? But I really don't know, guys. I've tried so many different ways to go about this, beating this mission, and it always seems like it's going to go really well, and then the house comes down on me, and it really just doesn't pan out. So I don't know. I don't know what I can do, quite frankly, but I'm trying everything I can think of. I've mixed characters. I've gone back and leveled up. I've tried to move around my targets, taking out other people first, but just not happening. Just not happening. This is actually probably the best I've done, and now my key player right here, Iron Man, is almost taken out. But actually, this is actually a pretty good advantage, because if I can take this fella out... Oh, things are changing in the video, you guys. Things are certainly changing. Problem is, this guy's also got a gun, and that's not good for business. Let's see. Green hammers do 15 damage. Yellows do 19. And of course, red does 21. So I guess we go for red. Let's see, I don't want to miss any good moves. Actually, I'm going to do that right there. I was hoping for a second match. Of course you do that. Iron Man still lives, though, ladies and gentlemen. Iron Man still lives. See that right there? When like the chips fall, they always get a second match, and I never do. Not ever. But the enemy team always hits a second match. But this is actually the best I've ever been able to do in this map. So that's something, you know. That certainly is something. Problem with that is the house is about to come down on me because this right here and this right here are going to crush my soul, no doubt about it. I'm trying to make a big move here. See what I can do if I move this black one. Let's try it. Not what I was hoping for, guys. That was not what I was hoping for. Let's see. That's not gonna cut it. Gonna have to try this out. Oh, that was pretty big. That was pretty big right there. If I can just withstand the hit from this, actually, I'm gonna switch targets for this. Start chipping her down and then finish him off, hopefully. Oh my God, what is happening right now, guys? You guys are my lucky charm. This does not happen. This does not happen to me. Oh boy. Oh boy. The beast is getting excited right now. I think we got her. Yeah, we did it. As I was touting how difficult that one was, we did it. Awesome. So, we witnessed history here on this stream. Sometimes I'm not always right. But it was, for some reason, it was much more difficult before I recorded this video. You know, someone somewhere probably knew I was recording, and they're like, I'm going to make him look very dumb right now. And it worked, so way to go. But if you guys enjoyed my dumbness, make sure you like the video and share it with your friends. Check out the game if you want. Let me know in the comments below if you have it, if you like it, if you don't, if you're playing on iOS, how bad the microtransactions are. It's a solid game for $14.99. I'm enjoying it. I'm playing it a lot. So yeah, that's it for me, guys. Make sure you hit that like button, like I said. Subscribe to the channel if you want to catch more videos like this one. I sure would appreciate it. And follow me on Twitter at @thebeast_NJ if you want to know when this video, when more videos like this video go live, and when I go live on twitch.tv/thebeastnj. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.